Good morning, my dear student. On the behalf of KTGM College Nasik and Department of Chemistry of this college, I am Dr. S.R. Labde, welcomes you to the lecture on coulometric method of analysis. Student, in last lecture we discussed what are the coulometric methods of analysis. Basically, coulometric methods of analysis are classified into two categories. First category is called as control potential coulometry, in which potential of working electrode is kept constant throughout the electrolysis process. And second type of coulometric assay is called as control current coulometry, or it is also called as coulometric titration, in which constant current is used throughout the electrolysis, and these are the two main types of coulometric method of analysis. Today we discuss the instrumentation of primary coulometric analysis or control potential coulometric analysis. We are familiar with that a control potential coulometric analysis is also called as potential static coulometry or primary coulometric assay. We know that in this technique, the potential of working electrode is the electrode on which analyte reaction is carried out. In this technique, the potential of working electrode is kept constant or maintained constant throughout the electrolysis process. Here, potential of working electrode is kept constant, means the potential is selected to a value to which that analyte undergo oxidation or reduction. This potential is the identity of that material which undergo oxidation or reduction at working electrode. In this case, no other chemical reaction should be possible at that potential. But if any other impurities whose reduction potential or oxidation potential is nearly equal to the reduction potential or oxidation potential of analyte, then side reaction is possible. But one of the most important requirement for coulometric method of analysis is that method should have a 100% current efficiency. That means the chemical reaction should be taking place. That means electrochemical reaction taking place, that should be selective one. There should not be any side reaction. This is the first requirement for both coulometric method of analysis. Student, we discuss instrumentation of primary coulometric analysis. Here, working electrode as well as counter electrode, all are made up of platinum. What is working electrode? Working electrode is an electrode on which a analyte reaction is carried out. That electrode is called as working electrode. And in this technique, in control potential coulometric assay, potential of working electrode is kept constant. It is adjusted to a value to which that analyte undergo oxidation or reduction. Now we discuss the instrumentation of this primary coulometric assay or control potential coulometric assay. As its name suggests, it is a control potential coulometric assay. Therefore, the important requirement for this instrumentation is that first is the electrolysis cell. Electrolysis cell is the requirement for both types of coulometric assay, that is a control potential coulometer as well as control current coulometric assay. Both require the electrolysis cell. Second, a potentiostat, that is a device which is required to adjust the potential of working electrode to a fixed value. And third is the coulometer. Coulometer, that is another device which measures the quantity of electricity. How much electric charge is utilized for the chemical reaction, that is measured by the coulometer. Therefore, first of all, we draw the schematic representation of this cell, and after that we can discuss the instrumentation of this technique. Now here in this technique, it consisting of a electrolysis cell. The electrolysis cell consisting of a inlet as well as outlet for inert gas and the waste material. Now this is a cord through which we can remove the waste material. Therefore, this is the outlet for removing the waste. For waste, that is a inert gas. Now this is a vessel in which a working electrode, generally made up of platinum, is placed in a gauze form in this way. Therefore here gauze form is preferred because it gives the more surface area for the electrolysis process. And therefore here working electrode is generally made up of platinum, and it consisting of it is in a gauze form. Here working electrode, surface area of working electrode is increased by giving or by using it in the gauze form. Second one is the reference electrode. A reference electrode, here generally a saturated thallium electrode. This is a working electrode. Working electrode. And third electrode is also inserted in this case, that is also made up of platinum, that is called as counter electrode. Counter electrode. Along with these three electrodes, there is a stirrer. Stirrer, that is a requirement, or that is a device which used to mix the solution. And here all these are three electrodes. Those are kept in a electrolysis vessel in this fashion. And here a analyte solution is taken. This is a analyte solution. Therefore, analyte solution, gauze form working electrode made up of platinum, gauze form platinum working electrode. This is the stirrer, and here this is inlet and outlet for inert gases and to remove the waste material. Therefore, this is a figure, or this is a device, this is a electrolysis cell which is useful for electrolysis process, which is carried out by controlling the potential of working electrode. Here we discuss number one is a electrolysis cell. Electrolysis cell is similar to cell which is used in electrogravimetric analysis. Here sometimes 2 electrode or 3 electrode cell is employed. Here 3 electrode cell is employed for electrolysis process. Out of 1 electrode is working electrode, second electrode is counter electrode, and third electrode is a reference electrode. Here working electrode as well as counter electrode carries the electrolysis current. Therefore, here counter electrode is used in combination with working electrode. That means when oxidation will be taking place on the working electrode, then reduction will be taking place on counter electrode. And third electrode, that is called as a reference electrode. Generally saturated calamine electrode is used as a reference electrode. Purpose of this reference electrode is to measure the potential of this working electrode. Therefore, in the electrolysis process, this working electrode as well as reference electrode are connected, and potential difference between these two electrodes, working electrode and reference electrode, is maintained to a constant value by using a potentiostat. Therefore, electrolysis cell consisting of a working electrode made up of a platinum quartz. Second one is a counter electrode that is also made up of a platinum, but it is in a wire form. It does not have more surface area. It is for to complete the circuit. And therefore, third electrode is a reference electrode, and reference electrode is generally a saturated calamine. Therefore, here in a electrolysis cell, working electrode, counter electrode and reference electrode are placed in a glass vessel which contain an analyte solution, and here this glass vessel can act as a electrolysis cell. Therefore, here by applying the potential across this counter electrode and working electrode, electrolysis process of this analyte solution is carried out. During electrolysis process, the current is measured as a function of time, and when current is reaches to a value 0, it indicates that reaction is completed. After that, electrolysis process is stopped and we can determine the quantity of electricity. Therefore, electrolysis cell consisting of working electrode, counter electrode and reference electrode. All these three electrodes are placed in an analyte solution or in a glass vessel containing analyte solution. Now, second is a potentiostat. What is potentiostat? Potentiostat is a device. Potentiostat is a device that is used to maintain the potential of working electrode. Potential of working electrode to a fixed value, or fixed potential value. Therefore, here potentiostat is a device that is used to maintain the potential of working electrode to a fixed potential value, and this is a requirement in a control potential coulometric assay. In order to achieve the 100% current efficiency, we have to maintain working electrode to a fixed potential value to which only analyte undergo oxidation or reduction. Therefore, here potentiostat is used, which is coupled with this electrochemical cell or electrolysis cell. A third component in this technique is a coulometer. Coulometer, that is another device used to measure the quantity of electricity. Generally, quantity is measured in coulomb, therefore it is known as coulometer. And in modern instrument, this coulometer as well as and potentiostat both are equipped with a pen recorder, a graph pen or recorder for determination of determination of electric charge. Determination of electric charge. Therefore, here in a modern instrument, potentiostat as well as coulometer both are equipped with the pen recorder. Here, pen recorder that plots a graph of current as a function of time. And here this graph tells us the area, and that area is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity utilized in the reaction. Student, now we discuss the working of this control potential coulometric assay.